Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the workshop. This is my new office for the next, I don't know. I'm trying to lighten the mood today, everybody. Hello, this is Spencer Easton. This is not really a lean improvement. This is just a change in the process that we're doing for the foreseeable little future due to issues with the coronavirus. So, in scheduling, we're moving from going in person for a minute to doing Skype, which most of us do a lot of times with a lot of our teams. For instance, I currently and have been doing the Washington, D.C. Temple update via Skype for the past almost 3 years now. Crazy. So, I want to go over all the things that we need to do in order to have a good Skype scheduling session with the teams that we have. First, let's make sure that we reach out to our teams and make sure that they understand that we'll all be doing Skype updates for the foreseeable future, and only upon approval from Mr. Schroeder, Weston, or Jake Williams, should we go out to a job site. So make sure if you have a request from one of the teams to have us on site, that we clear it through field operations and make sure that it's absolutely necessary. So let's go over the things that we need to do in Skype, and let's have some fun with this. So when you're setting up a scheduling update meeting, you'll want to go to your calendar so you can invite a bunch of people. And I've gone out into the future so I have some white space to add a schedule update. So we're going to pretend like I have an update on Tuesday. It's going to be at 9 o'clock, and it's going to last me 2 hours because that's how long this one should take. You should invite people to it, so you can click that invite button. And I'm going to invite Lee Peterson, I'm going to invite Lee Peterson because he is amazing and on this project that I'm making up on the spot. I'm also going to invite who else? I mean, as long as Lee's there, we are usually just golden. But we're going to say that this is a job for Shane Wagstaff and Ben Bateman. This is Adobe Phase 2 Schedule Update, or whatever you want to call it. This is the Planning and Procurement meeting. Strategic planning and procurement, okay? So enough playing with that. We can invite the people that we want to invite. Location, instead of putting anything there, we will skip for a minute and we'll say, this will be the new format, yada yada. We'll write our little note right here of what we want to do during this meeting. Lay it out, update status, all that good stuff. And then once you're done, you would come up here to your meeting, and you'll have this Skype meeting button. Create a new Skype meeting, and all of us have that on our Outlook because it's standard when IT sets up our computers. So when you click Skype meeting, it sits and thinks for a minute, and it's creating the Skype meeting. And there you go. There's your Skype meeting. It gives you a number to dial in at, and you can click this button when you're ready to go. So once you've done that, and I'm going to hit send, and I'll have to cancel this meeting in a minute, but we'll, and I'll even put this is a test so they know it's not real. I'll delete this that was from before. So this is a test, and off we go. Now we have a meeting, and it's set for right there. So when it comes time to have this meeting, you can simply double click on that and hit this join Skype meeting. And what that does is it automatically opens up Skype, and you can choose your audio settings, whether it's the Skype for Business or call to your phone, which I usually use because this one usually is junk, or don't join audio and just see the video. So I'm going to join, and then you can see that the Skype meeting is already set up and everything's working. I'm the only participant on it. And if they didn't get it for some reason, you can add them. You can add them right here and just say, okay, Lee didn't get it for some reason, and there's Lee Peterson, and I'm adding him to this, and off we go. So Lee cannot be reached because he's offline, but that's great. And to share your screen. These buttons down here, you would click share content, share your desktop, and then you would be sharing your desktop. And how you know, you see this orange band all the way around, and then when you put your mouse up here, you see that this down here, and it'll say now or currently sharing, right? So I'm currently sharing my screen to those that are on this Skype call. And that's how you do it. And if you want to end the Skype call, obviously you can hang up and jump out of the Skype call. Now, another way to get into this Skype meeting, if it's the day of your Skype meeting, another way you can do it is actually open up your Skype for Business. I have it down here on my toolbar, but you can go here and find it as well. But I'm going to just click on my button here. And when you're here in Skype for Business, you have these three options right here, right? And this calendar one, this meetings, if you click on it, it'll give you a list of everything that you have scheduled. And since I don't have any meetings today, it shows nothing for today. But also, even if you haven't set up a meeting, you can open up Skype for Business if you ever want to meet right away. And you can click this Meet Now. And what that does is it starts a Skype call. And then you can just hit that Add button to add other participants to your phone call. Now, that's how you use Skype, and you'll be able to hear over your system's audio. Make sure that your audio is turned up and you can hear everybody really well. Make sure that this mic isn't muted like that, and make sure it's on so they can hear you, and vice versa. And that's how you set up this Skype call. Now, people don't have to watch what you're doing. And if you're having trouble with Skype, obviously you could use your cell phone or your telephone to call a team and just do an update over the phone. Another good way is to ask the team to have their P6 schedule and go in and mark up dates of when things start and finish. And then based on this, you could actually have this here and P6 over on this side, and actually go in and start updating. If this is P6, I don't have P6 open right now, but you could start updating per their update notes, and then call them or whatever, right? There's lots of options when doing a Skype update with your teams. I hope that this has been informative and helpful for you. I really hope that you can enjoy the time at home away from the office and the stresses and the coronavirus, and really have a good time with this, because we want to make sure everybody is safe and everybody's good. And remember, if you ever have a time where you feel like, I just have a lull sitting at home, doing these Skype update meetings, it's not personal. I want you to do this.